What's happening, everybody? And today I'm bringing you a fight review of UFC 129 Lyoto Machida versus Randy Couture. What an amazing display of karate here. It was a classic match of striker versus grappler, and which we didn't even get to see much grappling of. To be honest, that's how much of a good striker Machida was being. So I definitely recommend this fight as well. I recommended my previous video. I'm going to recommend this one as well. If I do a fight review on it, it's spoiled slightly because I'm recommending it anyway, because it's a good fight to talk about. It's a good fight to watch as well. So, right, let's get into it. So, Lyoto Machida, karate background, southpaw stance as well. What an amazing display of jumping in and jumping out. This is what karate is about. When you do karate, it's about quickly getting in your strike and quickly jumping back out. When you're watching him fight Randy Couture, you're seeing that karate stance, and all of a sudden he jumps in, strikes, and then jumps right back out. He's in and out. He's going into the danger zone, throwing his strike, hit or miss, and jumping right back out. So he's away from his punches, or his reach of his punches, I should say, from Randy Couture. Randy Couture being the grappler, we all know him as a Hall of Famer wrestler. So he's got a black belt in submission wrestling, which isn't even that common when we look at backgrounds of MMA fighters. Normally it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, also known as BJJ, obviously for short. But submission wrestling itself, no one really knows like much of it, which is basically just wrestling. You're just going for a sub rather than just pinning opponents on their back. But anyway, amazing wrestler background. Didn't even get to show the grappling skills. I mean, they engaged in a little bit of a clinch up against the fence, but then Machida managed to get out of there. Randy Couture had his leg. Machida managed to get his leg out, push him away, and they went back and forth again with the striking. Right, so the first round, you see him. He's testing the water. You see him with the back leg. He's in a southpaw stance, but with the back leg just fainting, just to see his reaction. You see that Randy Couture wasn't really phased by every time he used that leg, and that's when he clocked on. This is what's going to lead up to it. So you see that, and then whilst this fighting continue, he's obviously in and out with the punches, in and out with the punches. He then does it again. At this point, people are looking at this thinking, what is he doing with that? Why is he just that? Has he got something in his foot? Is there something wrong with him? Whatever. Anyway, so they keep going. You see him land, Machida lands a nice little body kick as well. At some point towards the end, I think around the last 45 to 30 seconds of the fight, Randy Couture shoots for a takedown, and Machida cancels it out perfectly with just a knee straight to the body. I mean, perfect. Randy Couture got back up and went back to the striking again. A few little strikes, and obviously he did put some pressure. He did try to come in with some strikes as well as Randy Couture and Machida. But that was pretty much the end of the round. So, second round now, Machida comes out a little bit more on the pressure side. You see him charging with a lot of strikes to see if you can get him. He did clip him with one or two. There was a thing actually that I missed out. In the second round, something that I noticed which was really interesting to me was he stepped forward with the front leg of obviously the southpaw, which is the right leg. He stepped forward, he clamped his foot on Randy Couture's front foot and striked him, and then jumped out to say, I stepped on your foot, you can't move that foot back now because my pressure is on your foot. Like, he's pinned his foot into that position, so he knows his body can't go further back than what his lean back would be. So strikes him, come out, very good technique. There's only a few karate fighters left in the UFC right now, Wonder Boy being one of them. But yeah, so the way this fight ends, you see Randy Couture is standing there, because obviously he's a grappler. You know, most grapplers, they're only going to do their boxing as obviously for some striking. So he's got a very close guard like this, which is a very basic boxer guard, right? A lot of people, you've got Floyd Mayweather, which is the Philly, which, you know, it covers the hand. The front hand is low, the up back hand is obviously up here, which is really good. I mean, you're covering the whole head, and it's easy to engage in obviously ducking and weaving and moving out with the timing. So, anyway, that's another story. So, with Machida now, he front kicks him through that guard. So, he's like this. He front kicks him, boom, right onto the chin, knocks him out. It's a beautiful front kick. What it was the karate kick. You know, Machida being the karate specialist in the background, his dad as well. He learned from his dad and everything. That was just it was a crane kick as well. So, if you've seen the Karate Kid movies, and I'm not talking about Will Smith's son, that's some bullshit. That's Kung Fu. That wasn't even karate. That movie pisses me off. Sorry guys to say this, but that movie really annoys me. But I'm talking about the original Karate Kid, where it's actually Okinawan karate. You see the crane kick that he does in the tournament, which he lifts his leg up, has a little hop forward and kicks with the back leg. Lyoto Machida finishes that fight exactly like that. The only other person to finish with a front kick was Anderson Silva against Vitor Belfort, and that was with the front kick that he front kicked him with. But back leg with the crane technique where he lifts the leg up as a little hop and then kicks with the back leg. The way Machida finished Randy Couture there, beautiful. It was just beautiful because the guard is there. I mean, normally this is the movements, you know, for the body and the head. Nothing really to like block anything coming from him, like right down the middle, unless obviously you're just leaning back. He didn't see it, and that's what he was setting up the whole fight when he was just like feinting with the back leg to see his reaction. So he hopped forward, boom, landed, knockout. Beautiful fight. If you want to see a really good karate demonstration fight in an MMA fight, this is a fight I would recommend. Lyoto Machida versus Randy Couture at UFC 129. Go watch it. I recommend it. Guys, it's been my review of this fight. It's a wicked fight. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. If you've got a fight you want me to do, put it down in the comments below. I will reply to your comments as well. Peace.